to your Personal Power Boost with Dr. Verna, a global force for transformation, unlocking human potential one leader at a time. Are you looking for a boost to help you reclaim your personal power? Then this is your weekly source, where we dive into conversations about navigating your professional and life journey. So, take a deep breath, open up your heart, and get ready to ignite your leadership and fuel your spirit. Let's go. Welcome back to Dr. Verna's Personal Power Boost, Mr. Personal Power Boost for the week. I hope you've been listening and listening regularly, and I hope you've subscribed. Okay, subscribe and tell your friends to do the same. So my name is Dr. Verna Cornelia Price. Great to have you back on the podcast. Here's a couple of things. First of all, I always give you an affirmation, and I've been really just giving you shorter affirmations so that you can quickly say them to yourself and then move yourself into your day or to your week. But here is an affirmation that everyone should know is when I was born with power, period. That's it. That's the way you were born. You were born powerful. You were born to make a difference. You were born to be successful. You were born to be brilliant, to be amazing. You were born that way. So what I want you to do is to live your life like you are that, which is why I'm so excited to be talking about what I'm talking about today. It's called a formula for success. Listen to me very carefully. And when you write this down in the affirmative. In other words, you're going to put an I on this. Everyone is destined for success. Everyone is destined for success. Now, when you write that down, what you're going to write down is, I am destined for success. What am I saying to you? Everyone was born to be successful. And we can all be successful at something. And by the way, success is not an outcome. Not at all. It's not an outcome. Because sometimes we think we're like, kind of like that little kind of hamster on the wheel, just working. I gotta be successful. No, not at all. Success is not an outcome. Success is a way of thinking. It's how you think about your life, how you think about who you are, how you think about going through this thing called life. And success is a way that you think about and how you operate. Now, when you're successful, things work in your life. They simply do. Now, of course, I'm making the assumption that I want you to have positive success with positive outcomes. I want you to do good in this world. I want you to use all of your talents and abilities, all of that brilliance that you were born with. I want you to use it to help humanity. That is why I do this work. It's because I want you to know that you were born to help humanity. You were not born to destroy people. You weren't born to destroy yourself. You weren't born to, just to be a person who is evil and terrible in this world. That's not why you were born. You were born to bring something to humanity. You were born to bring good to humanity. And as a result, you were born to be successful. Now, I promised you I would give you the formula for success. Very, very simple. First things first, success requires focus and intention around a goal. Let me say it again. Success requires that you get focused and you get intentional around a goal. Now, I'm making some huge, big thoughts in there. First big thought is that you must have a goal. You have to have something you're working on. Success doesn't come when you're just hanging out, going from here. No. You've got to have something specific. Get a goal. Get specific about that. The other thing, too, is success doesn't happen unless you get focused, laser focused, right? Like, I don't know if you've ever seen an eagle hunt. But I've seen an eagle hunt in the wild, and I've seen an eagle come off of its nest, which is always way up, high perched, way up on top in some, on top of some hills, some high space. And what they do is they can see all the way down to water. They can see below the water. And what they do is they make a goal. They're going to go hunting today. They're going to catch fish. And here's what they do. All the way from on top of that hill, perched on top of the tree where their nest is, that eagle sets its focus, eagle focus, bam, right on that exact spot where they're going to go. And with intention, the eagle doesn't look around and wonder, like, I wonder what they're going to think about me when I go for this. I wonder what my parents are going to say. I wonder what my friends are going to say. No. An eagle goes laser focused. I am coming right for you. I'm coming straight here, and I'm coming with intention. Zoom, just like that. And I have seen an eagle leave from the perch and swoop down and pick up that thing. It happened so quickly. It was awesome to see. But what was happening? Why was the eagle successful? One, it had a goal, a destination. You have to have something you're working on. Success does not work without a specific goal. Get the goal in mind, whatever it is. It can be as simple as be on time for work. Get focused around that. Get intentional around that. It could be to write a book. Get focused. Get intentional. It could be to repair your marriage. Get focused. It could be to better communicate with your children. Whatever it is. It could be to own your own business. Whatever it is. Here's the formula. Get focused and get intentional about pursuing the goal. Then I'm going to add 2 more pieces to the formula, then we'll be done today. As you do this, you need 2 other things. Okay? You're listening? You write them down? Write them down. All right. You need 2 other things. First, you need absolute unwavering commitment. Do you know why most people don't get their goals? They have no commitment to it. They're too busy listening to what people are saying. They're too busy watching the numbers. They're too busy wondering what's going to happen. Listen to me. Nobody is successful overnight. Some of you may think, well, Dr. Bernie, you're successful. No, I've been doing this work for 30 years. I have been doing this work for 30 years. I still remember my first talk that I got $50 for the talk. And the talk was too legit to quit. And they asked me to give a talk for Dr. Martin Luther King Day at the local park. And then someone said to me, you're a good speaker. You should get paid for that. I'd never even considered being paid as a speaker, ever. It never occurred to me because there was no one in my family who was a paid speaker. So people get paid for this. Of course they do. Because what are you doing? You're educating society. You're doing good. You're bringing your knowledge based, your content, and you are actually fueling people's lives. Yeah, that's what I do. But that didn't happen just yesterday. I've been doing that for 30 years. Success doesn't happen overnight. And people who are successful overnight, listen to me very carefully. Often they fail because they don't know what it takes, the commitment it takes to pursue the goal. Unwavering commitment. Stay with it. Keep doing it. Keep pursuing it. Don't look to your left or to your right. Just go laser focused with intention. And then there's one other thing that you need. Okay, you add into the formula. Last thing I'll say. You have to have courage. Successful people are courageous people. Why? You've got to be able to, first of all, believe that you can accomplish the goal. You got to believe it. Then you have to have the courage to shut down all of the people who are saying negative things about you, all of that negative prophecies about you. Oh, she'll never this. Oh, he'll never that. Shut it down. Shut it down. And how do you shut it down? First of all, you stop paying attention to it. Second of all, you get it out of your mind. And third, you readjust your energy to your goal. Success is supposed to be yours. whatever it is. We all have something that we're destined to be successful at. Go for it. And finally, success has a built-in formula that once you start being successful, guess what happens? You get more success. Here's how it goes. Success multiplies itself. In other words, success brings more success. Because as you start using your personal power to get focused, intentional, to be committed, and to have courage to keep going, to get to that goal, what's going to happen the next time you have another goal? Guess what? You know now how to be focused. You know how to get intentional. You know how to be committed. And you know how you are a much more confident and courageous person to step out and go for it. Why not? All right, go for it. Now, remember, subscribe, send it to your friends, please. Let's get these numbers up. I mean, they're slowly coming up on YouTube, but go get those numbers up on YouTube. Let's get to over 1,000 subscribers for me, please. Will you do that for me, please? I appreciate it. And please send me a comment how this work is working for you. All right, put your hand on your heart, repeat after me. When I was born with power. And nothing you can say about me, nothing you can do to me will ever change that. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye. If today's episode spoke to you, and you know it's time for a shift in how you lead, how your team connects, or how your culture performs, I want to personally invite you to take the next step. Book a free consultation at drvernaprice.com/workwithme and explore your next keynote, your leadership workshop, or executive coaching. It's time to get your power back, and it is time to get to your next level.